What is the cornea?
It is the clear jelly-like substance over the iris and pupil. If you poke your eye, the thing that you would hit is the cornea. In other words, it's over your eye.
What is a cornea transplant?
I know this. It's when surgeons cut out a cornea and replace it with a donated cornea. They then stitch the new cornea into your eye.
So, why would someone need a cornea transplant?
You would need a cornea transplant if your cornea is damaged by a chemical burn or infection. Your vision wouldn't be correct.
What problems could happen with a cornea transplant?
There could be rejection, where your eye doesn't accept the new cornea.
Oh, so it's like when my girlfriend dumped me?
Maybe, kind of, sure.
Are there any other complications?
Yes, there are. If the limbus isn't intact, or it's detached, then it won't replenish the new cornea, making the new cornea useless.
So, what is a limbus, then?
The limbus is the layer in between the cornea and iris, or colored part. So if you poked your eye, you would not hit the limbus.
What are other options, if cornea transplants don't work?
Actually, I would recommend cornea transplant, but with stem cells. Let me guess, you guys don't know what stem cells are.
Care to explain?
Sure. A stem cell is a cell whose job is not yet determined. That is why it is called a stem cell. All cells stem, or come from this type of cell.
Marvelous explanation. So, it's like dough?
I believe that he's trying to say that like a stem cell, dough can be made into a cake, pie, or different types of breads. So, like a stem cell, its job isn't determined yet.
Where would you get corneal stem cells? Don't you get it from the cornea? I mean, wouldn't doctors take it from the surface of the cornea?
You're right.
But how would you grow a new cornea? Are you telling me that I might have a plant on my eye?
There are many steps. The harvested cornea stem cells are put into laboratory dishes, and they form a thin film of corneal cells 1 layer thick. Scientists transfer the corneal cells and remaining stem cells onto a layer of amniotic membrane. On it, the corneal cells grow into a layer of 5 to 10 cells thick. After that, the layer of cells forms a sturdy composite tissue.
The fragile film of one cell doesn't need to be used quickly, does it?
No, it can be frozen for later use, when it is still a 1 cell thick layer. I wanted to point out that human stem cells have been put in mice, and have been successful.
And there's not rejection?
Nope.
Is there a need for more corneal stem cells?
Yes, there is. There are more needed for stem cell research, and if the research could be completed, it could be very helpful in third world countries.
So it would be a big help if corneal stem cells could be added to the donor list? The list where you donate organs when you die?
Yup. I talked to a member of one of the FLL teams, the Chocolate Lego Bus, and they told me about one of their contacts. Dr. Funderburg of the University of Pittsburgh. He researched stem cells. He experimented in mice.
But are they used often? Stem cell corneas, I mean?
No, they aren't used often.
Why not?
Isn't it obvious? It's still in the testing phase. They don't know the long-term results yet. So in conclusion,
well, I learned that some people need a cornea transplant if their cornea is damaged. And that sometimes the transplant doesn't work for people. If that happens, then it is possible a cornea grown with stem cells may work. A cornea may be grown through a long and strenuous process. But grown corneas aren't transplanted often, because it is still in the testing phase.
Well, that about sums it up. Thank you. Watch our next broadcast at 10 p.m.